Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland BROWNS. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you're like me, you've been watching the NFL, keeping an eye on the AFC North, and wondering what's next for the Cleveland Browns. Because let's be honest, this team, this franchise, has always been one of the most intriguing, most passionate, and sometimes most unpredictable in the league. And right now, there's a lot of talk, a lot of buzz about where the Browns are headed, especially after the events of this offseason. It's a season of high expectations for Cleveland, and let me tell you, the recent developments have only added fuel to the fire. Fans are excited, analysts are speculating, and the players themselves are feeling the energy. This is a team that's been building something special, and now it feels like they're on the verge of a breakthrough that could redefine their place in the league. So what's really happening? Well, let's start with the core of the team. The Cleveland Browns have been investing heavily in their roster, focusing on both their offense and defense, trying to fill every gap that might have hurt them in the past. We saw some key signings in free agency, players who are not just filling roster spots but are bringing leadership, talent, and a winning mentality. The front office has been strategic, not rushing into big moves just for the sake of it, but carefully selecting players who fit their system and culture. That's been a hallmark of the Browns under their current management, doing things their way with a clear vision for sustained success. On the offensive side, everything is pointing towards a more dynamic, versatile attack. Deshaun Watson, the franchise quarterback, has been working tirelessly to get back to full strength after some injury setbacks last season. When Watson is on his game, the Browns become a completely different team, more explosive, more unpredictable. And with the weapons around him, like Amari Cooper, Donovan Peoples-Jones, and the emerging talents in the tight end room, there's a real sense that Cleveland's offense could be one of the most potent in the league this year. The offensive line, which has been a concern in the past, looks more solid, more cohesive, and ready to give Watson the protection he needs to make those big plays. But it's not just the offense that's catching everyone's attention. The Browns' defense has been reshaped in a way that reminds fans of their rich history of tough, aggressive football. The additions of new pass rushers and the continued development of their young linebackers have made Cleveland's defense a unit to watch. Defensive coordinator Jim Schwartz, who's known for turning defenses into nightmares for quarterbacks, has been implementing schemes that maximize the talent on the roster. The defensive line in particular has been bolstered to create pressure up front, which is crucial in today's NFL where protecting the quarterback is everything. And let's not forget the secondary, which has been revamped to improve coverage and create turnovers. All these pieces are falling into place, and the energy around the team is palpable. Now, if you've been paying attention, you know that the AFC North is one of the most competitive divisions in football. The Bengals, Ravens, and Steelers have all been making their moves, and the Browns are well aware that to climb to the top, they need to be at their best. But recent history shows that Cleveland is ready to make a statement. They're not just hoping for a playoff spot, they're aiming for a deep run, maybe even a Super Bowl appearance. That's the kind of confidence you see in the locker room lately. The players believe in the process, and the coaching staff has been instilling a mindset of resilience, discipline, and relentless pursuit of excellence. Looking at the schedule, Cleveland faces some tough matchups early on, and that's going to be a real test. But the team's preparation has been meticulous. Training camp was intense, and the preseason games showed glimpses of what's to come: more cohesion, more execution, and a clear understanding of their roles. And it's not just about talent, it's about chemistry. This team has been working together both on and off the field to build that brotherhood that can carry them through tough moments. That's often what makes the difference in close games, and Cleveland fans know all too well how important mental toughness is in this league. Another aspect that's been fueling the optimism is the fan base. Cleveland fans are known for their loyalty, their passion, and their unwavering support through thick and thin. The city's sports culture is alive and well, and Browns fans are some of the most dedicated in the NFL. The recent surge in optimism has been reflected in sold-out stadiums, merchandise sales, and social media buzz. The team's management knows that they play for a city that demands excellence, and they're doing everything they can to deliver. The atmosphere in Cleveland this season is electric, and that energy can often be the extra boost a team needs to succeed. And let's talk about some of the standout players. Nick Chubb remains one of the most feared running backs in the league. His ability to grind out yards, break tackles, and be a reliable weapon in both the run and pass game makes him a cornerstone of the Browns' offense. Plus, his leadership on and off the field is invaluable. On the defensive front, Myles Garrett continues to be a game-wrecker. When he's healthy and motivated, he's almost unblockable, a true force that offenses have to game plan for. The combination of Garrett and other pass rushers like Zadarius Smith has Cleveland looking like a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks. In the quarterback department, the situation remains fascinating. Deshaun Watson's journey has been a roller coaster, but the team and fans are optimistic that he's on the cusp of hitting his prime again. His talent is undeniable, and with the right supporting cast and coaching, he could be the difference maker that propels Cleveland to new heights. The offseason has been about him regaining confidence, rhythm, and consistency. If Watson reaches his top form, the Browns become a team no one wants to face. Now, of course, there are questions. Can the Browns stay healthy? Will the new additions gel quickly? How will they handle the pressure of expectations? These are the uncertainties that every team faces, but Cleveland's organization seems to have a clear plan and a strong mentality. The coaching staff, led by Kevin Stefanski, has been emphasizing discipline, adaptability, and mental toughness. This team is not just talented, it's hungry and focused. They're hungry for success, and they're focused on proving that the Browns are back in the conversation among NFL elite. Looking ahead, fans are dreaming of playoff battles, of deep runs into January, and maybe even the first Super Bowl appearance in decades. The last time Cleveland reached the big game was all the way back in 1964, a long wait for a passionate fan base that's seen plenty of ups and downs. But this season feels different. There's a sense of purpose, of unity, and of belief that this could be the year the Browns finally break through. The NFL landscape is constantly evolving, but Cleveland is positioning itself as a serious contender, and that's what makes every game, every play so exciting to watch. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. The season is just around the corner, and if recent history has taught us anything, it's that Cleveland's story is far from over. The team is motivated, the city is buzzing, and the players are ready to leave everything on the field. So buckle up, Browns fans, because this could be one of the most exciting seasons in recent memory. The journey to the Super Bowl begins now, and Cleveland is more than ready to make some noise. Thanks for being with us, and let's keep the passion alive.